Alright, hi. I'm glad you can join me for this lecture over the Aurora Borealis, and I hope you enjoy it. The Aurora Borealis has been a topic of discussion for many years. Uh, Ancient tribes like the Eskimos and the Inuit people believe it's their ancestors dancing in the sky or playing football with a walrus's skull. However, there is a scientific cause for this phenomenon. When the when the sun creates solar flares, it emits highly energized particles, and these particles create a formation called solar winds. Now, when the winds reach the Earth, they come into contact with the magnetic field around it, and the magnetic field pushes most of the particles away. However, some still seep into the Earth, and they travel to the south and north poles. Since the Earth does naturally have nitrogen and oxygen in its atmosphere, the particles mix together and create a transfer of energy, and that energy turns into light photons. Now, some important figures regarding the Aurora Borealis are Pierre Gassendi, Galileo Galilei, and Christian Berkeley. Both Galileo and Gassendi both coined the term the Aurora Borealis after they both saw the northern lights on September 12, 1621. However, the most notable figure was Christian Berkeley. He was a Norwegian scientist, and he created the theory that the solar flares were in direct relation to the Aurora Borealis. He also created the Berkeley eye machine, which fixes nitrogen in a way that is useful to humans. The Aurora Borealis is mostly seen in places of high altitude, and they're most likely near the North Pole. So places such as Alaska, Canada, the northern parts of Finland, and Norway, Sweden also, they have the northern lights. However, the most ideal place to see it is in Iceland in the months of October to March because they provide the most ideal conditions for it. There's less water vapor in the air, and the nights are longer. Now, the colors you'll see when the Aurora Borealis takes place depends on how close the photons are to the land. So, if it's 60 miles and below, it'll give a blue greenish color. If it's 60 miles to 150 miles, it'll give off a blue, almost indigo color. And if it's 150 miles and higher, it'll have a red iridescent tone to it. However, that's the most rare color to see. And some fun facts about the Aurora Borealis. Also, the Inuit people believe that they are spirits in the sky and they can take children away if they misbehave. And also, the Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar II, his astronomers drew the Aurora Borealis on clay tablets in 568 BC. That brings us to the end of the presentation. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it was informative. Have a good day.